this was actually our first time sourcing ingredients for soup since we moved to Europe. We had to make do with what we could find locally and then added a few of the dried ingredients we brought from home. And honestly, it turned out way better than we expected. Just look at the plates. Pure comfort in a bowl. I got 2 packs of okra, 3.99 euros each, and each had about 10 fingers inside. So imagine paying over 6,000 naira for okra. Yeah, I know they said do not convert, you're going to have high blood pressure, but then I couldn't help it. Off to the fish section. Everything looked so fresh, so properly cleaned. And also we grabbed shrimps. That was about half a kilo, which was 8 euros. So back home I washed and cut the fish into 4 parts. I seasoned it with dried pepper, salt and stock cubes, and I let it marinate overnight. You know what that does? A better taste. I had some dehydrated snail, clam and periwinkle, which I brought with me. Thank God for dehydrator that keeps things dry until you're ready to use them. So that's one way I used to dry up some of the foodstuffs I brought all the way from Nigeria. I think I have a video of how I dehydrated meat, which will pop up now, but just stay to the end and then later go and watch it. Don't leave this video to go and watch it. Okay, so what I do is that I soak them in water to bring it back to its original state, and then I pop it in the fridge. I clean the shrimps, and this is how you clean your shrimps. Just watch how I do it. Cut off the head, gently peel them, but I left the tail for aesthetics. I mean, why not? You eat with your eyes first. Then it was okra chopping time. I handed the tax over to my husband because this particular tax requires a lot of patience, so I let him cut it. I don't like mine blended. If you like yours, you can go ahead with that. And then I moved over to the peppers. For pepper, I used the local ones I saw also in the supermarket. They are not as hot as the naija ones, It had just a little heat, but not as much heat. So if you haven't already subscribed yet, this is your reminder. Please subscribe now and join the kitchen fam. I blended them with onions. So for my leafy vegetable, I went for kale. It gave me this vibe of ugu leaf, also known as pumpkin leaf. So I had already washed them and just went ahead to chop them. I had to chop them moderately because it wilts really fast when introduced to heat. So here's a quick recap of what I used. Chopped kale, marinated fresh fish, soaked periwinkle, snail, clam, uziza seed, also known as African black pepper, palm oil, stock cubes, crayfish, the shrimps I cleaned, and our precious chopped okra. So I started by steaming all the seafoods together with stock cubes and part of the pepper onion mix I processed earlier. it cooked quickly. Seafood doesn't take time. And then I took it out and kept the stock aside. In the same pot, I heated palm oil. I added more of that pepper mix and then stirred in lots of crayfish. I mean, you need to be generous. My God, at this point, the aroma was so heavenly. You can't miss this particular process because it is the time when you build flavor. And so then I added the seafood stock and then I added the okra and stirred well. I adjusted the consistency with water depending on what you like. Do you? And gently I added all the seafood back. At this point I had to be careful so that the fish would not scatter. My husband was already telling me to take it off the heat. He likes his okra super fresh. In fact, not just okra, all his soups, he liked them really fresh. So I turned off the heat and then I added the kale and then mixed everything in gently. Just look at this beauty. We had ours with oat swallow. As always, if you want to see how I make my oat swallow, just let me know in the comment section and I'll make a separate video for that. This soup reminded me of home. It was every euro, trust me, and it was so good. It was so tasty. Thank you so much for watching and see you in my next video. Ciao. By the way, ciao means bye in Portuguese.